Hey, so we've been seeing a lot more of these subject to offers from these companies that are offering to buy listings. And this agent was kind enough to share one with me. She's been getting these offers from a number of different companies on all of her listings, especially ones that have been on the market for a little bit longer. And I wanted to go through these and first of all, just say I'm not making any commentary on whether or not these are scams or anything like that. But I do want to note that there are a lot of risks to these types of offers and things that you need to consider before you accept something like this. So she sent me a letter of intent to purchase from a company. I've redacted all the information, including the property address, on this particular offer. But I wanted to go through some of the real concerns I had about this offer for our client who is hoping to buy another house immediately after selling their home. First and foremost, this client has a VA loan on their current home. And the way these subject to offers work is you transfer title of the home to the company, but they just continue to make your current mortgage payments and probably going to rent out the house. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that would be the most logical thing for them to do. Obviously, they're looking for people that have lower mortgage payments, and then they can clean up on the rent. However, if this individual decided to go through with this, which he's not, his VA benefit would still be tied up in the old loan and he wouldn't have that available to purchase his next home. So he would have to qualify for a conventional or an FHA loan, which is going to be more expensive in his case. So that, first of all, wouldn't make sense. The second concern is you have to know what the stipulations are of the note on the home that you own. Because a lot of times, most times, I would say almost all the time, there are stipulations that if you transfer the title to another party and you come off the title, that note can become due and payable immediately. Is this company going to come in and pay off that mortgage at that time? Probably not, if they're not willing to pay off the mortgage at the time of sale. So I would suggest if you're considering one of these options to double check your note or call your servicer and see if that would bring the note due and payable immediately if you were to execute one of these contracts. The third issue I see is that, again, we don't have any real information on these companies. We don't know if they're going to be solvent years down the road. What happens if they go out of business and can't make your payments anymore? This mortgage is still on your credit. This mortgage has not been paid off. You're still liable for this mortgage. Now, they say they guarantee that that's not going to happen and your payments are going to be made, but how can they guarantee that? No company knows if they're going to be solvent or not years from now. So that's another issue I would have with this. And then lastly, they say, oh, they won't have, the company themselves told the agent they won't have any problem qualifying for their next house because this payment won't be included in their debt to income ratio anymore. And that's not entirely true. There's a possibility, but it's not likely that it would be excluded because typically you need to show somebody else making the payment for a year prior to exclusion of that debt. And the other side of it is this isn't a bridge loan. There's no paying off of this particular mortgage within a 12-month period. So there's not going to be bridge loan stipulations where they can remove the current mortgage payment from their debt to income ratio. So there's a number of reasons that this particular offer would significantly impact your ability to qualify on your next loan. Aside from the risk to your credit and aside from having, in this case, your VA benefit eaten up, those are the other risks that you have to be concerned with. So I wanted to go through this offer a little bit just to show you how they present it. None of that's in there. So they come in with a full price offer. They're going to pay the agent's commission, and then it's as is. That all sounds great, but they're not telling you about the risks, okay? So all of this is fine, but does all of this really outweigh the risk you're taking by allowing somebody else to take over payments that you're technically liable for? I would say no, but that's your own choice. I just wanted to make sure that if you are considering one of these, you consider all the potential risks to this type of program. I hope that helps. And as always, if you have any questions, you can call, text, email me, or direct message me. All of that will be in the body of the post. Take care.